Alright, this is going to be part 13 of Persona 5, The Royal. Anyways, I don't think I can do anything, so I have to just go to bed.
Wow.
Uh-oh, it's Velvet Room time, apparently.
The prisoner has returned.
You're in the presence of our master. Stand up straight!
The bonds that you have reeled in are quite intriguing. In other words, they all have been unfairly labeled by society, and are standing up against such fates. Have you noticed? They seem to have influenced you. These picaresque dissidents of society, deepen your bonds with them. Those will become the strength behind your rehabilitation. I look forward to it. I shall grant you an ability befitting of your newfound growth. Consider it a gift. May you continue devoting yourself to further rehabilitation.
All right.
It's almost time.
You're Sai-san's younger sister, correct? May I talk to you for a moment?
Is it about the Phantom Thieves, Akechi-kun?
You're quite perceptive. I was wondering if there were any points in common between Kamoshida's and Madarame's cases. There have been victims, after all. The Phantom Thieves need to be pursued.
You criticize the Phantom Thieves, yet you don't doubt their actual existence.
Oh, you saw that show on TV. Common sense can get in the way at times when pursuing the truth. Many details become logical if I think on the premise that they do exist.
Is this because my sister told you to do so?
It was just a coincidence.
Why do I get the feeling that you're enjoying this?
You may be right.
Huh?
Phantom thieves that use calling cards and succeed in their crime. As the so-called charismatic detective, it'd be hard for me not to see them as my rivals.
You have such high self-esteem. So the Phantom Thieves are evil and you are just?
Compared to people who manipulate others' hearts as they see fit, I believe I'm on the side of justice. Besides, I'm only using my natural-born talents for the sake of serving the world. Don't you think the same about yourself, too? Oh, that's surprising. So, you're just the good girl type of pushover. Oh, looks like it's starting soon. See you later. Give Sai-san my regards.
Why does everyone get on my case?
It's such a delight to enjoy coffee of this quality.
You could stay until you find a place, you know. I can't promise it'd be comfortable here, though.
Thank you, but I'll return to the dorms. I realized something after talking with everyone last night. Perhaps it's due to my upbringing, but I don't know anything of the world, let alone other people. If I'm to depict people in my art, I need to learn more about them. I must interact with them more. I'll return to the dorms and start over by talking with the people closest to me.
I see. Good on you for realizing that yourself.
There's no need to exaggerate. May I come again sometime to enjoy your coffee?
My doors are always open.
He's been through a lot too, from what I've heard. Are you related to him?
Huh? Oh, how would I describe it? We're just acquaintances, not family or anything.
I may be overstepping my bounds, but why did you decide to take him in?
My reason, huh? Probably because He reminds me of my old self.
That's all?
You know how it is. Sympathy makes you do stupid things sometimes. Your art instructor, former art instructor, he must have felt something for you too. Besides just stealing your talents.
Truth be told, I cannot hate him from the depths of my heart either. I should probably get going.
Hey, you sure about this? The painting, I mean. It'd be a waste to keep here.
Even if I kept it at the dorms, it'd only be met with skepticism. I doubt it would want that. Adding a hint of color to an otherwise ordinary day. I'm sure my mother would have done the same.
I see. I'll hold on to it for you then.
Thank you for the coffee. I'll come again.
Hey!
You up?
Sojito says, are you finally up? It's past noon. That kid went back to his dorm. He left this painting, though, supposedly to thank us for taking care of him. I say, how nice of him. Sojiro says it's rare to see a kid acting so grateful these days. The painting is amazing. Not only is the mother stunning, but the expression on her face. The regulars will probably freak out when they see it in here. Still, I feel like I've seen it somewhere. It's a bit different from how I remember it, though.
Hey.
If you're up for the day, go on and get dressed. I opened the shop hours ago, so take the cat somewhere. Yosuke says, thanks for letting me stay the night. Apologies for leaving so quietly, but you seemed to be resting peacefully. After a great deal of inner struggle, I decided to return to the dorms. Furthermore, I entrusted the Sayuri to your protector, Sojiro. That painting should no longer exist in reality, but it is truly what my mother painted. I'm satisfied we were able to obtain it. And it was all because of you. I can't thank you enough. P.S. I still believe porridge is the best way to end a hot pot.
Hey, hey!
More texts. Mishima says, this isn't a request from the fan site, it's a personal one. The truth is, a younger student came to consult with me the other day. Sounds like he's getting blackmailed by the store manager. From what he told me, money went missing from the register that he was supposed to be in charge of. As such, he's been falsely accused of stealing money from the store. Now the manager's making him pay back the full amount. It's 50,000 yen. It's a lot of money, I say. Mishima says, yeah, this guy is like the most honest person I know. I don't think he'd steal it. And I did some research into the store. According to some rumors, the manager might be the one stealing it. He's the only person who checks on the registers after all. On top of that, some other staff members saw him taking cash out when he was calculating totals. Anyway, the guy's name seems to be Nozomi Odo. I found it when I looked into the store. Please help that student. Oh boy. Anyways, more texts. They say, I just checked the fan site. There's some kind of thread on there looking for info about burglars using the Phantom Thieves name. Sounds pretty lame to me. An says, I saw that too. I hear they target restaurants as well. I found a really interesting post on there. My brother has suddenly started acting violent. I might end up getting killed at this rate. I wonder if it's because I got caught up with all those weird people in Shibuya. Ryuji says, you think he means burglars when he's talking about weird people? Yusuke says, it might be too soon to assume that. An says, the post said he started spending a bunch of money lately. Isn't that kind of suspicious? I wonder how many burglars there even are in Shibuya. Ryuji says, things are starting to get serious. I say, let's look into it. Blah 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 blah. That's just too many words, dude. Anyways, Death Arcana wants to hang out. Let's just see the requests. All of them are ID'd, so I don't care to read that 900 pages of text. when it's not even story related. Anywho, we are gonna go drink our nasty beverage.
Welcome. Nice.
Hey, our proficiency went up,
Alright.
which is good. Alright, where am I going now? To do some drugs. Not really. We need to buy some protein from this place somewhere. Oh, my nose is itchy. There's like a sports shop or something. Is it here? Yeah, I don't know. Probably not that place. Or the plant store. Maybe it's this one.
Please, take your time.
Definitely not. Oh, this looks like a sports store.
What would you like?
Imported protein. Is that what I'm looking at? Buy the foreign protein. Okay. Must be one of those differences of opinion regarding translation. Anyway, we are going to take care of An, since she's right here. I need to get that off my map. There we go. I don't care what the random people say as I walk by. It's usually nothing interesting.
Hiya.
Don says, wanna hang out? I say, sure.
Thanks.
Anyways.
For real?
An says, I have big news. The double cream from that famous crepe shop is half off right now. But I probably can't take a crepe to the hospital. I really want one though. Do you think Shiho would want one too? I don't remember what level this is. I'm just gonna say, give it up. She says, right. It might be half off, but I gotta control myself. Shiho might have rehab, that probably, they wouldn't even let her eat it. I forgot to mention, Shiho started physical rehab. She pushed it up ahead of schedule. I think it's because I told her about how I want to get stronger. She said she was gonna start working hard too. I haven't seen any of her rehab sessions, but... Oh, hold on. What now? That's not good.
Sorry.
An says something came up from the agency. One of the models didn't show up for a magazine shoot. They're looking to wrap soon, so I'm gonna go head over to
Let's
fill
go.
in. It's pretty close. Wanna come with? Let's go. I'll race you there. Anyways. We get to the meet, and some girl says, An, I'm pumped that I get to work with you today. After I saw you in last year's show, I thought I'm gonna cry.
Right.
An says, it wasn't really a big deal, the fashion show is tiny. The girl says, I'm Mika, no honorifics. I might be older, but you have loads more experience. An says, alright Mika, feels a little weird saying it like that. You don't need to use senpai with me either. Anyway, it's nice to meet you. Mika says, likewise, you're so nice. Can you teach me how to be a better model? You know, everyday routines, stretches. An says, you mean like singing in the shower? Mika says, is that all you do? Then what kind of stuff do you eat? I've been looking all over for a place to import some organic green almonds. Plus I'm getting super tired of eating quinoa. Do I need to like boil it in hard water or something? An says, almonds? I only eat them when they're covered in chocolate. And hard water, isn't that kind of tough to boil rice? Mika says, do you weigh yourself? Of course, once a year at the health exams for school. Mika says, so you're gonna keep it all a secret. I get it, I guess it's hard trusting someone you just met. An says, that's not it, I just don't really think about that stuff. It has nothing to do with not trusting you, it's more that modeling is a hobby. Mika says, what? Senpai, that's so horrible. What do you mean? You don't care about modeling for these guys? The assistant said, "You said that, An-chan?" I said, "Wait, Mika says, I love this magazine. Everyone tries so hard to make sure their product is the best." The cameraman says, "Mika, calm down. Don't worry, we all know you're giving it your best here." Mika says, "You guys work so much harder than me, and I'm still the one getting comforted."
Wait!
An says, "Hold on." The assistant says, "An, the truth is, we had both you and Mika-chan come down as substitutes. We wanted both of you on the cover, but if you're not really interested." An says, "Hey, I didn't say that." Mika says, "Don't worry, I can do it alone. I read the concept docs on my way here." And she giggles. An says, "You faker." Mika says, "You're so mean. Do you hate me that much?" The cameraman says, "Keep it civil. Anyway, you good to go, Mika? Sorry about this, An. We won't be needing you today. We'll reimburse your transportation expenses, though, and even throw in a little extra for your trouble." Yikes. An says, "I really screwed that up." I said, "She's amazing, huh?" Han says, "Yeah, maybe it's because deep down I'm not actually that interested in modeling and she sees right through it. Anyway, I ruined the shoot. But still, wasn't Mika's fake crying pretty incredible?" I say it had grace.
Do you think...
She says, "Maybe that's what I'm missing." I don't know though, I think I'm pretty good at fake crying myself. I know the perfect technique. I just say, "Tell me more." She says, "Listen carefully. The key is you don't actually cry." I say, "That's why it's fake."
Yes!
Han says, "Either way, I'll be able to use that ability to our advantage in the metaverse. I'll turn my failure today into positive energy moving forward." And we have increased the levels to level 5.
All right.
Han says, "Speaking of the metaverse, I'm gonna try super hard in my work with the Phantom Thieves too. But for now, I should go stop by and see Shiho at the hospital. Thanks for today."
Bye!
You're back.
More texts. I'm gonna just skip these because literally nothing has happened. So I'm not interested.
What do you want to do?
Anyways, we're gonna go somewhere. Oyama Ichomi. No, we're gonna go to Kichijoji. Because we need to give that protein guy to somebody for the whip. Let's see. Ugh, this freaking aspects changing drives me bonkers. Maybe it is this person. They're not saying anything other than blah 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 Madarame. Like, I get it at this point. Nothing there. Supposed to be somebody that I give this to. Maybe it's this guy. He says I'm collecting rare goods. Just say, what do I get? I'll trade you items.
I mean,
Anyways, we traded the thingy for the other thingy. And now we're gonna progress the Sun Arcana. Sun Arcana. Alright. Oh, I think I can give back that lottery ticket too. Congratulations, you won 10K. Nice. Alright, let's do this then.
Everyone! Good evening.
He basically says the same thing every time. Anyways, it appears our bonds
Let's say
will
we head
grow,
on over.
so let's hang out with him.
Everyone!
Yoshida says, you possess free will does not mean that you can always do as you please. To make your decisions based simply on loss and gain is to act like a heartless machine. The reason so few people care about their fellow man is because so few have the energy to do so. We politicians have fallen short on our goal to change society. We need your support more than ever. Someone in a suit says, that approach isn't going to work. You have to get the voters more excited. You're going to completely lose the hearts and minds of the people. Yoshida tries to talk over him, and then he says, Councilman Matsuhita. The guy says, it's been so long since we last spoke. I wanted to stop by to see how you were doing. Oh, you have a high schooler volunteering for you. Times have changed. Do you know about the Kuramoto children? I'd say yes, and Mr. Yoshida told me. The Dietman says, that was nearly 20 years ago. I'm impressed that you're so interested in politics. I was a member of the Kuramoto children as well. Yoshida and I joined the same year. I made an amazing career change, going from a pro wrestler to a Diet member. I was elected easily, but I had no idea what I was doing. I realized I wasn't elected on my own merit, and I failed to be re-elected for a second term. And that was true for both of us.
No.
Yoshida says, you made a great comeback, though. You're an inspiration. Matsuhita says, as are you, old friend. You're working harder than anyone on the campaign trail. Yoshida says, there's no need for false praise. Matsuhita says, Yoshida is well informed about the inner workings of politics, so I'm sure he'll be a good teacher. However, I suggest you only do as he says and not as he does if you want to become a member of the Diet. Yoshida says, and what does that mean? Matsuhita says, I'm guessing he doesn't know. You really think you can win the election by being completely honest and making good arguments? You've got to secure votes, or you'll forever be known as no good Torah.
What?
Yoshida says, without honesty and good arguments, there can be no political justice. Matsuhita says, it's been a while since I've heard one of your speeches. He says, Rabbit, was it? Tell me what drew you in about him. And I say his message. He says, you address matters quite directly for a young person. It seems you've been taught well.
You're right.
Yoshida says, I'm going to teach him everything I know. That's what we agreed on. Anyways, we ranked up as per normal. Never mind. Matsuhita says, by the way, how are things between you and Kuramoto?
Yes.
We're still not on speaking terms. Matsuhita says, there's something I'd like to get your opinion on, so I'll be in touch. Yoshida says, very well. And Matsuhita says, that reminds me, you may still distrust me because of what happened with the missing party funds, but I'm not the one who pointed the finger at you. That's all I'm going to say. Yoshida says, why did he have to mention that? My apologies, that's all for today.
I'll see you again.
Good job. Anyways, he's going to call us when we get home. He says, thanks for your help. Past mistakes really come back to bite you. It's hard to truly escape them. Some people can fight their way back up, but many end suffering under the weight of labels. Even after 20 years, I'm still nothing more than no good Torah. But I won't give up. It's true that I lost a lot, but I did learn a great many things along the way. Somewhere in the middle of it all, my old stubbornness was tempered into conviction, my one redeeming quality. That is why I want you to use your experiences to forge your own conviction. And I just say, you think I'll ever find it? Yoshida says, don't worry, I can already see you're on your way. You just have to refine your experience into knowledge. I ended up taking longer than I expected. Well, until next time. He said talking and not taking. Apologies. Oh my goodness, stumbling over my own tongue. Anyways, we run into Akechi. He says, fancy seeing you here. I guess Shujin was in this direction too. I wouldn't have expected to run into you at this time. Perhaps it really is fate. How are you doing? I say, not bad. Akechi says, relaxed as always. I've been getting interviewed a lot lately, so I've been wondering how to answer such questions. I see now there's no need to be so roundabout with my responses. Talking with you helps me realize many things. If it isn't too much trouble, may I speak with you again sometime? On the way to school, we hear people talking about some weirdo in Kichijoji. We already did that stuff though. We like went there and found the guy's name out, and he's now a Mementos side quest for whenever we run back in there. So, yeah.
How tragic.
Anyways, we're in class. Whenever these things happen, I just assume it's going to be a story
Give it a
question.
try.
Let's see. Looks like it's green.
This is it. That's it.
Nice going!
Oh good, you haven't gone home yet. Nijima-san's looking for you. Could you head to the student council room right away? She says there's no report of a lost item, so she wants you to start filling out some paperwork. Makoto Nijima-san is the class president of Shujin Academy. The student council room is on the 3rd floor, next to the library. Got it? Why am I running errands for a student? I know she's the principal's favorite or whatever.
Nijima's the girl who keeps following you around, right? What could she want?
Earlier than expected. Have a seat. I'll get straight to the point. Mr. Kamoshida and Madarame. Won't you tell me the truth behind the Phantom Thieves incidents? Can't answer that? Oh, of course. There's no way you would admit to such things. Have a listen.
If someone else could help him, we wouldn't be doing stuff as the Phantom Thieves to start with.
So you think it's true? We'll be okay if we keep doing this, right?
What could all this mean?
We screwed up.
Was it blackmail? Hypnosis? How do you corner someone into making them confess? Won't you tell me how you did it? You want to say that this doesn't prove anything, don't you? I believe that you three are the Phantom Thieves. Now, what would the police think if they heard my recording?
It'd be bad if we're put under police surveillance. There's no telling what'll happen to you, too.
If you confess the truth, I don't mind just leaving this between the two of us. You'll tell me, won't you? I believe that time would just be wasted. Go ahead.
Hey, where you at? Taking a leak? Let's meet up at the usual spot to hold our Phantom Thieves meeting.
That idiot!
As loud as always. But his timing's perfect. I'd like everyone else to hear this as well. Won't you take me to your friends?
I guess it can't be helped now.
Oh,
Here?
is that girl a friend of yours?
What the hell?
What's the meaning of this?
I had him lead me here. Ryuji Sakamoto. On to Kamaki. And you're Kitagawa-kun, correct? Second year at Kosei High and former pupil of Madarame. I wanted to ask you all about this.
If someone else could help him, we wouldn't be doing stuff as the Phantom Thieves to start with.
An extremely similar technique was used for both Kamoshida and Madarame, while those affected by their acts were just coincidentally meeting up. How could that not raise suspicions?
What do you intend to do? Have you come just to say you're going to report us?
I bet someone told you to find us. The school can't have ties to criminals after all. And yet they turn a blind eye when it comes to suicide and sexual harassment. Those adults are just using you. I feel sorry for you.
I know.
Huh?
That's why I would like to verify the justice you speak of.
What?
I'm the only one who knows about you. If you prove what you're doing is just, I'll erase this.
She wants to make a deal.
There is someone whose heart I'd like you to change.
Who?
So you're not saying it's impossible. However, I cannot tell you that just yet. Let's continue our talk after school tomorrow. On the roof. Assuming you accept my offer, that is.
It's just turning into a real pain.
You were careless. I don't think you truly understood how high the stakes were. Anything to say, Ryuji?
Why are you singling me out? On got recorded too, you know?
I'm so sorry.
Hey, what should we do? That girl's got dirt on us.
A recording seems to be insufficient evidence, though. And even with that, there's no way they could prove our methods.
Considering who we're dealing with, I think it might be a trap.
Regardless, this guy would be in real trouble. He's on probation after all.
Things would get rough if we didn't have our leader. And I totally don't want to deal with the police.
Then, we have no other choice but to go along with it.
Yes, it's best we agree, at least for the time being. We made a crucial mistake, but not a critical one. We'll just have to recover from here on out.
Yeah, my bad. So, we doing this? All right, we're meeting on the school rooftop tomorrow, yeah?
What about me? I could always sneak in if necessary.
That'll draw too much attention. You should just wait outside, Yusuke. What could she be scheming?
Anyways, Ryuji is angry. He says, do we just have to do what she says? Yusuke says we don't really have a choice. They wonder who the person's heart is that she wants changed. And that's about it.
Hey!
I don't like all this rain.
I'm a sharpshooter. I post masquerade.
That's really
Hiding both face and mind. Afraid for you to drown. I'm a sharpshooter. What else should I be? Please don't take
Hi.
off my mask. Reveal.
What do you want to do?
That is good to hear. That's not bad.
All right.
Goodbye then.
Oh. Looks like I missed that last bit. Basically, he was just saying the same stuff. He commended me for figuring out that he was ambidextrous. And then he asked if we'd like to hang out again, and I finished his sentence and said, as rivals, and then we got some points from him. Anyway, we run into woman with camera. She says, "Hey, it's you. Are you going to school now? I'm just heading home. The morning sun is too bright." I say, "What about your job?"
Nope.
She says, "I pulled an all-nighter. Journalist Ichigo Oya works around the clock, you know? Well, you work hard on your studies." Ah, yes, the devil. Arcana, rather.
I was thinking you might not show.
So, whose heart do you want us to change?
A mafia boss.
Mafia?
What are you talking about?
That's what they call themselves. This group seems to be the cause of the rise in phishing scams. What's worse, once you're in their sights, they won't stop threatening you until they get what they want. They'll force you to take part in their scams, threaten your family, and ultimately destroy your life.
Holy shit.
It appears that their victims include some of our students.
No!
They primarily target juveniles.
What's their boss's name?
Nobody knows. The victims are being threatened not to testify. So even the police can't get a grasp of the situation.
That's where you want us to start?
You should be able to pull it off. If you're really the righteous Phantom Thieves. Or is Akechi-kun correct when he says you act without justice?
Can't you say something witty back at her? Why are you being so serious?
Their main hub of activity is in Shibuya. That's all the information I have. You have 2 weeks. Once that is passed, I'll submit all the evidence I have to the police and to the school. I hope you don't let me down.
She really had the upper hand in that exchange.
Don't let me down. Damn it, she was just bossing us around.
Come on, we should get in touch with Yusuke.
The student council president from Shujin Academy? Are you saying that Makoto was sticking her nose into this phantom thief business? I'm not bringing up my sister to upset me, are you? It seems there's no limit to your duplicity. Fine. I'll listen to everything you have to say before I decide the truth of your statements.
I'm so mad.
The Mafia.
Can we really do this?
Either way, we have almost no information on our target. This guy's a crime boss, so I wouldn't be surprised if he had a palace. Still.
Isn't this a prime opportunity for us, though?
How? We're in huge trouble.
Even after we punished an evil man who seemed to be good, the public did not acknowledge us. However, if we take down an actual criminal, let alone a target the police don't have answers for.
Right! That might make people believe in us.
I get it. That means even Akechi will have to acknowledge us as the Phantom Thieves. What do you say, leader? Hell yeah! We just gotta do what we always do.
Our time limit is 2 weeks, correct? We can't afford to waste too much time. I'll ask around Kosei and see if there are any victims.
Okay, I know some girls who go to Shibuya pretty often. I'll check with them about it.
All right, then I'm gonna see what I can find on the net. That leaves our school up to you and Morgana. You figured out what to do during the whole Kamoshida thing, right?
I'll back you up.
All right, let's get back together at the end of the week once we've got all our info. I'll get in touch with you guys later.
We're meeting in front of the school tomorrow, right? Don't worry, I'm sure we'll find something new.
Could I have a moment? Well, I had a yearning to see the Sayuri. So if you're heading homeward, I'll accompany you. Ah, the Sayuri. It seems to suit this cafe quite well. I'm glad I chose to leave it here. I fear I have found myself in quite a horrible mess. To put it bluntly, I am in need of your assistance. Please, listen to what I must say. Throughout my artistic career, there have been moments I've struggled with particular motifs or techniques. However, each of those struggles did eventually fade. Yet now I find myself in a similar situation, but the more I try to escape it, the worse it becomes. It seems I am trapped in what we in the art world call a slump. Are you aware that I am attending Kosei on an art scholarship? Such coveted grants are not given as charity. I must continually achieve within my field to remain eligible. Were I to lose my scholarship, I would likely have no choice but to leave the school as well. In the earlier days of my career, I would exclusively paint what I desired when I desired it. The only goal I had in mind was the pursuit of pure beauty. That goal is what drove me onward. I wanted nothing more than to attain the lustrous allure of the Sayori in my own work. Yet, what reason do I have now? Holding on to my scholarship? Keeping a roof over my head? Worldly desires are all that spur my brush to move, and the resulting work reflects such impurity of mind. To be honest, I am unsure as to whether I can even call myself an artist anymore. My apologies. It seems I got somewhat carried away there, but I simply cannot accept this lack of purpose in my work. That is why I'm so upset with my own indecision. Such vague ambition is, in essence, a sin of sorts. Though I suppose allowing my young career to come to an end here would be even more sinful. I only wish to create a work I can be genuinely proud of. Just look at the Sayori, her incandescent figure, alluring gaze. That is the meaning of pure beauty. Yet no matter how hard I try to replicate it, an elegance so sweet remains elusive to me. Why is that, you ask? It is surely because the painter behind the work differs, because the soul differs. But if my estimations are correct, the soul is nothing but another way to speak of the human heart. What, then, is the heart? How does it bring forth such beauty? I must understand. To be perfectly frank, though, I am unsure of how to do so. Would you be able to provide me assistance? You have already brought profound change to my world. Hence, I believe you, of all people, may be able to bring me closer to the truth. You would? Wonderful. At the moment, my art teacher has yet to notice any drastic changes in my work, but I cannot hide forever. Impurity of the heart will undoubtedly seep onto an artist's canvas eventually. I must go now. My curfew approaches. I look forward to speaking about this matter again.
Rain, huh?
Anyways, Ryuji says people are talking about it online. He thinks Lita of Class 2D might be involved, because he's been spending a lot of money. An says, I haven't talked to him before, but maybe I can get through to him. Anyways. Looks like it's burger time. Nom nom.
Yeah! Thank you very much. Now then. Now then. Whoa. Congratulations. Please come again. I knew you could do it. Nice. Wanna head back? Hey!
Hmm?
What are your thoughts?
The rumors are pretty terrible.
The girls earlier were just talking about the rumors and how the class president is investigating them, so it kind of gives credence into them looking into you. Anyways, we got a text from Ryuji. He says the guy that we're gonna talk to is here.
Nichiro-kun, what is going on here? Apparently the damage done by this so-called mafia has even reached our student body.
Well,
I thought this absurdity was nothing but a joke. Not only are there victims, there are even rumors that some are involved with such crimes. I've even received inquiries from their guardians. Why is this happening?
unfortunately, I do not have the answer to that.
This is the greatest disgrace in the history of this academy, if it were to be discovered. This is a vital issue for the student council. Did I not ask you to resolve it?
I'm doing the best I can.
And I can trust you? You must do something about this at once. You're the only one who is reliable around here. Don't let me down. From what I've heard, even the other students are starting to be dissatisfied with you. At this rate, you and I will both lose our roles at this school. Do you understand?
I do. Please, just give me a little more time.
Kids these days.
Anyways, time for more trivia.
This is it. Exactly.
Nice going! Hey!
And so I really need some money right now. Can you tell me about this easy part-time job? I'm sure you know about it, Ida-kun. Please? Huh?
This is going south fast.
Oh, Francois!
Huh? That's not convincing at all. Is she talking about me?
If Francois were to die, I think I'd die too. Probably.
Come on, don't talk like that.
If you don't like it, then tell me about that easy part-time job. You know something, don't you? I've heard the rumors.
Rumors? Was it Nishiyama who...
Nishiyama?
Oh,
Hey, what was that about Nishiyama?
that's...
She actually got the momentum back. She's not acting anymore now, is she? Come on. Let's leave this guy to Lady On and go look for that Nishiyama fellow.
Do you have a minute? You're looking for something, right? I want to help you out, so please ask me anything. Nishiyama? He usually hangs out with Ida. I'm sorry, I don't know where he is right now. He usually stays till late, so I think he's probably still somewhere in the school. I'll keep digging around while you're looking for him.
Well, I guess we can let him handle this. We'll have to ask someone else about Nishiyama's whereabouts. Can you think of anyone who might know?
By the way... Well, actually...
Doesn't look like Makoto has anything to say to us. She's like dealing with her own troubles, I guess. Let's see. Where is this person? Guess I just gotta run around, hoping I run into him.
Maybe...
Okay, so he's at the library.
Nish, you're that transfer student, right? You need something? Ida, how do you know about that? Are you doing something to him? He's been acting really strange lately. Oh, fine, I'll do what you say. Just please don't hurt me. One day, the two of us went to Shibuya, and a man approached us over near Central Street. He asked if we were interested in an easy part-time job. I said I wasn't, but Ida was into it. He was asking the guy all sorts of questions. I don't know. I was so scared, I ended up going home alone. But according to Ida, it only takes 10 minutes, and is good for people who don't stand out. Ida started spending a lot of money. That's when his strange behavior began too. But that's all I know. That's enough, right?
A man on Central Street, huh? That is suspicious. Maybe he was making him commit crimes?
Anyways, Yusuke asks us if we found anything out.
So that means this part-time job is somehow crime-related. It takes 10 minutes, is good for people who don't stand out, and involves a small envelope. Does that ring any bells? It's something the Mafia would definitely be up to. Like illegal drugs? Maybe they made Ida smuggle drugs for them. That definitely fits with the small envelope. And you can get arrested just for possession.
Mishima asks if we met with the guy. He says he looks into Ida on his own. Rumor he has a suspicious drug trafficking job.
So he is smuggling. This won't be pretty. Come on, let's go back to Lady An. We'll ask Ida directly.
Please tell me about the job, or else my beloved Francois.
She's still doing that? All right, take over for her.
Come on, you two? I already told you I don't know. Proof? You've gotta be lying. Come on, you too? I already told you I don't know. You did? You bastard! Damn it! Shit. Well, if you already know about it, fine. I don't want to talk about it here. Let's go somewhere a little quieter.
What's up with you? Especially in front of everyone. Yeah, I got a job. So what? Isn't that normal? What are you getting at? How did you... I've only told one person about that. Of all people. I can't believe you were the one to find out. You're right. They told me they had an easy part-time job for me, and I ended up smuggling drugs. All I had to do was put envelopes into coin lockers, and they said they'd give me a hefty paycheck. I didn't know what was in the envelopes, though. Still, this is what came out of it. So you knew, huh? They started threatening me right after they deposited the money into my bank account. They had pictures of me carrying the goods. Said they'd expose what I did unless I paid them off. You know? Why are you even asking me this stuff? Are you just gonna use my job to blackmail me too? I see. Well, even if you were planning on doing that, I don't have any money I could give you. If you're really interested in that job, try heading over to Central Street. That's where they told me about it. I told you everything you want to know, right? Can I go? Well then.
Ryuji says, how did it go? And we just say what we already know. It's drugs. The criminals are at Central Street. They go for high schoolers who look inconspicuous. And we'll check on it tomorrow. Anyways, they talk about the exact same thing again, so I'm not going to read it a second time. Kawakami lets us know that she can do all kinds of chores. Sounds kind of naughty. Anyways, we're gonna see if we can evolve Temperance.
Hi!
Looks like we can get... We're not gonna get closer, but whatever.
Then I'll head over. Thank you for using our service.
So humid.
Anyways, the news is always pertaining on the train to what has happened and what will happen. So it's like talking about Madarame stuff and the drug trafficking and whatever. They really beat this dead horse. Like, we got 2 sets of text messages about it. We found the kid at school. Like, we hear about it on the way to school. And now we're going to talk about it some
high
more.
schoolers during the day. They must be targeting them somehow.
Finding the specifics may be difficult. With such a crowd, the odds are against us.
Right. We're gonna grab him by the tail.
You should head over to Central Street, like we planned yesterday.
Sweet. Let's get going. Let me know if you find any shady people.
All right, let's go. We might end up running into the Mafia.
Hello.
Hey, we're having a special sale. We ordered way too much, so I have a
ton left over. My boss will kill me if I go back to him with all these extras. Look, I'll sell them to you for cheap. What do you say?
What should we do? It depends on the price, wouldn't you say?
Hey, what about you? These are unforgettable deals. Well, that's disappointing. Come back if you change your mind.
Come on, the shop's right around here. How about you come take a look?
Seems like some kind of sale. You probably shouldn't bother.
Hmm?
I see. We can't.
Yeah, basically they noticed Najima over there and told us about it. I know there's like a homeless guy somewhere that you're supposed to talk to. And then I think that like moves this whole thing forward. There we go. Anyways, apparently if we wait around, you'll know who they are because they use code words and stuff. Anyways.
Hello? Have you made any progress toward finding the boss? Well, you aren't wrong about that.
Hey, you two got some time? I have a great job for you. It's real easy. Guess you could call it a delivery job.
It seems we didn't have to look very hard in the end.
You're high schoolers, yeah? Don't you want something more than just your allowances?
By delivery, do you mean that of suspicious materials?
Huh, you're a funny girl.
So, you won't answer me. Then I was right.
Eh? What's up with you anyways? Why are you asking all these questions, huh?
Oh.
It was all a joke. Why would I get worked up over some dumb kids? Anyways, I can't hang. See ya.
If you don't want to deal with us, we could always go see your boss ourselves.
You really gonna say that knowing who he is? No way I believe that. Well, I'm out of here. You guys are annoying me.
I'm pretty sure he's part of the mafia we're looking for. I think we should get some proof before we do that. I tried to trick him into saying something, but he dodged all the traps I was laying down. By the way, thanks for standing up for me. I'm going to go now.
That boss seems tricky. And it looks like he taught his subordinates well, too. No wonder the police are having trouble catching him. Anyway, you have some serious guts. You didn't back down at all against that hooligan. Though we still didn't end up with any new information. Let's stop here for today.
Anyways, they want to meet up and talk about what they just learned.
It's an unknown number.
Hello, this is Nijima. Makoto Nijima. Thanks for earlier. I dug it up. I realize I'm apologizing after the fact, but it just didn't feel right keeping it from you, so that's all.
You talking to a woman? I heard her voice. Speaking of, some girl called looking for you around noon. Said she's the class president. Said she's got something that belongs to you. She seemed to know you, so I gave her your number.
She must have looked up LeBlanc's address trying to contact you. That Nijima sure is thorough. Then again, she called you just to apologize. It's a bit weird, but maybe she's not so bad after all. Hey, hey!
All right.
I see. Nice. Oh! Bye.
You got time right now? All right then. Thanks.
So, we meet again. My, what murky weather we're having. Speaking of murky, there haven't been any new developments in the Phantom Thief incidents. If they go so far as using calling cards to get attention, I doubt Madarame's case will be the last. What kind of target will they choose next? What do you think? The Phantom Thieves only target criminals, huh? Is that really true? Supposing it is, there are plenty of villains in the world. How do they choose who to go after? Oh, sorry. I'm getting lost in my own head. I have to stay on top of any Phantom Thieves activity due to what I said on the air. If you hear any rumors at school, I hope you can let me know.
Aw, for real? We didn't get anything?
God, they suck.
We're going nowhere with this. Hey, can't we ask Miss President to change it up?
You mean change our target?
Just gotta show her justice to satisfy her, right? There are tons of shitty adults in this world. It's not like it matters who we're going after. She says this is for the students, but I bet it's just so she can go brag about it on college apps.
But that mafia is stealing money from kids. We can't just accept that. It doesn't matter who the target came from anymore.
An's right. We want to give courage to the weak. Isn't this the perfect target to accomplish that goal? They really have no talent.
Never thought it'd be this noisy if you weren't singing. Anyways, I'm sure we'll shout at Ketchy up if we pull this off, but...
That's exactly why we should do it.
It all comes down to intel in the end. If we don't start finding tips on that front, we'll never get any further than this.
There has to be someone who has what we need.
That's right. What about that journalist?
You mean the woman who was staking out Madarame's house?
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about her! Didn't she give you her card?
This is for a rather major publication.
Think we can trust her?
There's no other way.
Okay, let's contact her. Oh, yes. Thank you. He says our time's up. Should we extend it?
Happy hour's over, yeah? Come on, let's just go.
How wasteful.
Anyways, guess we just gotta wait for that journalist to email us back. Let us know ASAP when she responds. Got it?
Hey.
Alright, so we're gonna move forward with Temperance. Kawakami says, I want to provide more services for you. I say, that'd be great. She says, I'm good at giving massages. How's that? Thing is, I talked to my boss about picking up more shifts, but he said that he prioritizes younger women. I say, how rude. Kawakami says, seriously, he didn't have to say it to my face. Age has nothing to do with cleaning a room. And I look good for my age if I do say so myself. The girls in my neighborhood always tell me I'm pretty. And the latchkey kid who lives next door always asks me to tie up her hair. Thanks to that, I'm an expert with these pigtails now, see? So I'm damn good for something. Wait, don't tell me I'm the only one who thinks this way.
Master!
Master, would you give me your honest opinion? I look good as a maid, don't I? I'm just sick. You need to love yourself. She says, I don't really feel like I'm worth being loved, but you're right. You go out of your way to request me, and all I do is sit here and vent. What the heck am I saying? You're my student. My double life as both a teacher and a maid is exhausting. Maybe I let my guard down because you know both sides of me. The more I come here, the more I feel like I can relax. As a maid, I'm supposed to help my master relax, but instead, I'm the one who's being helped. Sorry I'm such a terrible maid.
All right.
So...
Kawakami says, I lied about the reason I need to make more money. I don't have a sick sister, and all that stuff about fees and charges was a lie too. I'll just say I already knew that. Kawakami says, I can't get requested unless I make up stories. So you understand, nothing good will come from involving yourself with me. It's a good lesson learned. Let's just put an end to this. She says, thanks for using our service.
Makoto?
Anyways, Sai says, they asked if you made any recent lifestyle changes. I gave them a suitable answer, but is there some kind of issue at school? Makoto says, it's nothing to worry about.
Hey.
Sai says, you've been coming home late. I doubt you would do such a thing, but try to avoid wandering around Shibuya at night. I've heard stories of girls your age throwing their lives away out there. Getting wrapped up in shady deals, blackmailed into sex work. Makoto says, I've heard rumors about that as well. People have been mentioning it at school. Sai says, these aren't mere rumors. I know of a few cases. Sai says, well, it should be nothing for you to worry about. Just concentrate on your studies for now. Makoto says they're unforgivable. Basically, they're just talking about getting in touch with the reporter.
Nijima-senpai, aren't you going to help me? You said you would keep it a secret, but rumors have started getting out. Wait, you didn't leak that information, did you?
Calm down. They're still targeting you?
Even that delinquent found out. He might try and threaten me too. Why is this happening to me? I can't afford to keep paying.
I found some clues regarding your incident. I just need you to wait a bit longer.
You're really gonna help? Everyone thinks you're just doing it for a letter of recommendation.
That is not true. My goal here is to protect the students of this school.
Please, please hurry.
Well then.
More texts about the journalist. Jeez, we haven't even talked to her yet. We get 2 sets of texts with the same info. Oh boy. Alright, so let's go to the library really quick.
What would you like? Thank you. What would you like?
This is the one.
Here.
Whew. Looks like I need to pick up a lover's persona.
Hey, inmate!
Do you have...
You'd like to read the complete here. You'll withdraw this, then accept this persona. Done already? What? No slacking off!
Looks like we're gonna hang out with Fox. Hello. How'd you say? I came to see you.
May I get a word in? Yes.
Alright. Let me pull up my list for him. He is Emperor. I'm just gonna say mementos.
Okay.
Huh. Use case says this distorted realm teeming with shadows, the physical embodiment of the desires of the human heart, the same thing which brought forth the beauty of the Sayuri, can also create such morbid fascinations. But I find that aspect to be fascinating. The heart is akin to an abyss. Use case says, regarding the source of my slump, I have an idea. In that other dimension, I saw the perversion of Madarame's heart. At that moment, the art realm I had so much faith in was distorted by greed and unchecked desires. That is when the true ugliness of the world became clear to me. And from that point forward, my brush has been stayed by crippling hesitation. Does pure beauty truly exist, and if so, can hands tainted by Madarame's depravity capture it? Considering such intense questions only served to distance me from reality, doubt filled my mind. I struggled to find a reason to move my brush again. Honestly, I still have yet to discover a suitable answer.
What is the matter?
Use case says, have you been overcome by an urge to paint? I say, give me your brush. He says, don't rush me, I need a little more time. The lingering uncertainty present in this place seems to be sharpening my senses. I feel a revelation approaching. Use case says, yes, inspiration has struck. That must be it. Such brilliant composition, my heart races. He says, how inelegant. You wish to carry out your distorted will, Shadow?
Let's go.
I will cut you down for interrupting my work.
Let's go. Firing!
Oh my, I didn't realize those things self-destructed.
It seems I've become too passionate. I'm glad you were here. You have my thanks. You're like Theo. I was referring to Van Gogh's brother, Theo. Van Gogh did not achieve fame in his lifetime, but found an admirer and supporter in his brother. Well, there aren't many who are willing to deal with my eccentricity. By the way, what's in your hand? A card? Whenever I see blank paper, I have the urge to draw something on it. May I? Impossible. Good. What? A satisfactory result. Oh, what do you think? Not bad, wouldn't you say? Soon enough, my slump will be a thing of... My picture turned into a real skill card? Indeed. Would you mind helping me further? If I can overcome this slump, I should be able to aid our group like earlier. Perhaps even more so. I know. Why don't we act as the thieves we are and strike a deal? Yes, you can rely on me.
Anyways, we have created the Emperor persona, well, confidant tree.
Multiple cards were discovered among your belongings, replicas of the same design. I don't have a clue how these cards were used, but someone proficient in the arts was close to you. What were you having this person do?
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the Emperor persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
All right.
We've done enough for today. I've completed a rough sketch. I'll finish this back at the dorm. I'll contact you once it's done. I'm in your debt.
Anyways, use case says, I never expected my art skills would prove useful for the Phantom Thieves. I have to hold up my end of the deal, so I'll perform to the best of my ability. You need only ask. I say I'll be asking a lot.
It's my turn.
He says, indeed, then you can count on me. My brush is yours to command. Now, we should be heading back. I have to apply the finishing touches as soon as possible. For the first time in a long while, my brush will dance again.
See you.
The Crossroads Bar. This is from that journalist, right? She wants to meet you there now? Looks like this Crossroads place is in Shinjuku. A meetup in Shinjuku? That That's the spirit. Try not to freak out just because Shinjuku's the nightlife district, okay? You should send everyone a message and let them know what you're up to.
Ryuji says Shinjuku at night? That sounds dangerous. Han says, where should we meet up? Ryuji says, stand by, Anne. It'll be easier to move around with less of us. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we're going to a bar.
Wait, are you gonna go in your school uniform? It would be bad for you to stand out. You should change before you go.
You're in your uniform?
Huh? No choice. I didn't have the time to go home. People aren't gonna notice anyways with this t-shirt over it.
That's not the issue! Are you both idiots? I'm just saying now, I won't be to blame when you get caught by the cops.
Don't worry about it. That place ain't so different from Shibuya. Come on, I'll guide you. If we're going to Shinjuku, we should probably hop on the JL. Just get out of this building, and then the ticket gate should be on the right. It's go time.
Is this really going to be okay?
Hey!
Oh, you won't believe what I heard.
Hey!
I'm not interested.
What is this?
Hey! Come on, man. In the end. Hey!
I can't believe it. I'm not interested.
Hey! We'll be counting on you.
What is this?
What a dumb story.
Hey!
What is this?
Hey!
I'm not interested.
Come on, man.
What is this?
Yeah! All right.
Hey!
Whoa!
Ryuji says, even at night, this place is bright. I guess that's Shinjuku for you. Morgana says, stop looking around like a tourist. Oh boy.
All right! The hell?
Are you a student? You shouldn't be out this late.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm? Wait a second. I've seen the pattern on those pants before. Maybe on the news. Oh, yeah. It was on that segment about the teacher who was harassing kids. Is that a school uniform?
Shit.
Now, you kids have got to be high schoolers. Come with me.
Shoot! This is why I said uniforms were a bad idea! Let's run! How much longer until we get there?
Hey, it ain't our fault we had to deal with that detour. Our school's getting real famous.
Excuse me? For the blonde one, I can sense impending woman troubles. Or perhaps it's something else. In any case, horrible disasters